This podcast is part of Another Happy Studios,
the home of podcasts with passion.
Stop all the clocks. Cut off the telephone. Prevent the dog from barking with a juicy bone. Silence the pianos, and with muffled drum, bring out the coffin. Let the mourners come. Hey folks, welcome to the Fish Trip Files, a Gavin and Stacey podcast brought to you by Another Happy Studios. This is a podcast where every other week we like to take a look back at the wonderful, hilarious and silly little British sitcom that is Gavin and Stacey. My name's Pierce and I've been a lifelong fan of the show, but for my co-hosts, it's their very first time watching. Speaking of co-hosts, hailing all the way from the USA, I'm joined by the one-of-a-kind Ariana Grande. Ari, Bulbasaur, Charmander or Squirtle?
I don't know. I'm not a nerd like you.
Okay. I'm not even into Pokemon.
Okay, Bulbasaur is like a turtle with a flower on its back.
Yeah, Bulbasaur is the leaf one, Charmander's the fire one, and Squirtle is the water one.
Charmander has like a fire tail. I don't know Squirtle.
Yeah. Squirtle is also like a turtle, except he shoots water and stuff. He's like a blue turtle, okay. I think.
Oh, so she would also need to know their powers?
I don't know. It's just vibes based, man.
The Charmander, I think that one's cute. I like that one.
Yeah, I'm Team Charmander as well. But of course, dialing in from the exotic land of Canada, we are joined by the brilliant James May. May, would you rather be able to see 1 minute into the future all the time, or always know one obscure fact about every person that you meet?
The obscure fact one. Because knowing 1 minute into the future, I'd just be stressed out about... I'm already stressed out about the present and the past. Now I'm stressed out about the fact that I trip in a minute. Is this a situation where I can't even avoid it as well? Like a Raven Baxter situation where trying to avoid it, I accidentally end up causing it?
I feel like in my head, I'd had it set up that you'd be able to know what was going to happen and then be able to avoid it.
Oh.
So like,
if I can avoid it.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it depends... if I can avoid it or not. If I can't avoid it, I mean, like, it just feels like I'm going to be, I'm already anxiety is kind of like sort of seeing into the future and then being like, fuck, I can't avoid this. Right. Except it's stuff like I'm going to have to wake up in an hour.
if you were a vegetable, what vegetable would you be?
If I was a vegetable?
Yeah.
If I want, because this isn't what is my favourite vegetable. It's what a vegetable I would be. But, I mean, all vegetables are pretty much the same.
What's your spirit vegetable?
Spirit vegetable? I don't know, I guess a carrot, because carrots are... dude, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just realized you have to answer any question we give you on the podcast. That's interesting. Anyways, Pierce, would you rather?
Oh God,
would you rather get in a fight with 100 ant-sized cats or one cat-sized ant?
Ant-sized cats?
That sounds adorable.
Yeah, like cats, but they're teensy. And in both scenarios, they are trying to kill you. They're doing everything in their power to kill you.
100 ants is like the size of like
fine.
a
We'll
small plate.
Up the number then.
Okay.
Shithead. 1,000.
1,000 ant-sized cat or one cat-sized ant.
They could probably still scratch you and kind of be annoying.
Yeah, but they're tiny. They're ant-sized.
But they're like
how small ants are?
But you know how dickish cats are, man. You think they're just gonna scratch you and leave it at that? They'll form a fucking formation.
I feel like I could take any of them pretty easily. Like a cat-sized ant is pretty small.
Okay,
and
dude.
like you could just give it a whack and it's done for. But we are not here to talk about ant-sized cats, cat-sized ants, vegetables, superpowers, or Pokemon. We are here to talk about season 3, episode 6 of Gavin and Stacey. Do we want to guess the title of the episode?
I feel like it's just called the finale. I'm gonna go bold here and say it's just called the finale.
Interesting. Ari?
I don't know, Wedding Day?
Okay. Ari, you're closer. The title is called Nessa's Wedding.
Damn. I thought I really got you with the, it's just called the finale. I was so excited. I wrote it down in my notes, and this whole week I was like, oh, this is going to be insane.
But Nessa's Wedding was aired on the 1st of January 2010.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. We're living in the future. It's a New Year's Day special. What did you guys think of Nessa's Wedding? What did you think of the finale episode? This is the last episode that we saw for 10 years.
I fucking nailed it with predictions last week, is what I thought.
What were your predictions last week? I can't actually remember.
I predicted that the wedding would go on as planned, but would be like interrupted or subverted at the last minute. And I predicted that Stacey...
You said the tornado thing again. You said like a tornado would come.
Stacey and Gavin were going to get pregnant when they weren't expecting it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You did. You did call that. You called that a while ago as well. I think not just last week. I think you called it like a few episodes ago. May, what did you reckon?
I thought it was all right. There were some things that I really liked. There were some callbacks I thought were kind of cool. I like the ending of certain characters. I like how they end the episode in a lot of different ways. There's some things I don't like, and we'll get into it. And there's also like, I feel like so I'm guessing that when they ended the show, they weren't like, we'll make another episode 10 years later and then another episode 15 years later. I don't know if that was the plan. So to me, if I was like a, avid listener of Gavin and Stacey in 2010 and I saw this, I might feel a bit like, okay, that's the end of the show. But I understand that like Gavin and Stacey's whole vibe is that they're rooted in reality. And it's a very realistic ending. I just feel like even if that's the case, I would have felt a bit shortchanged with the ending of it. But
interesting.
But I mean, maybe if I was in 2010, watching this whenever it came out, maybe I'd feel a bit different. I just, in my opinion, I don't know. It was all right. It could have been better.
Okay.
How about you, Pierce?
For me, I think this is an amazing finale, to be honest. I mean, of course I do. What would you expect? But it's not a big epic finale in like the traditional sense. But I mean, then it, like Gavin and Stacey isn't a big epic show, so I don't think it needs that. But for one thing, I do want to point out is that it's like really well paced. It manages to clear everything up without it feeling at all rushed. At least for me. And we get some beautiful emotional moments, some of the most emotional moments in the show so far. And I think it's just a really lovely way to cap off the show, personally.
See, the way that you said that nothing feels rushed, I disagree for one of the plot lines. So I can't wait to get to that part.
Yeah.
I can yell at you.
I will say, I can't believe that I'm still the thing I was spoiled on is still active. I thought for sure after this episode I was gonna be in the clear.
Mate, you're just like, yeah, me neither. Like,
no, because I'm like left out of this, and I like it's this like, and at first my theory was that like the spoiler was gonna be that like Smithy isn't the kid's dad, but that's an insane thing to only add in after the first finale. Just be like, oh, by the way, 10 years later, Smithy finds out he's not Neil the baby's dad. So now I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
but yeah, let's get into it. We start with Gavin and Stacey on the phone. They're back.
Classic Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah, their own bedrooms, man. Donut Dougie had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to a real one. Or maybe not.
He might be dead. Yeah, he might be dead. Yeah. Why not?
So Gavin had to go to his parents' house for some work shit.
Some work meeting.
He's got a Wales mug, which is pretty fun.
Oh, has he? I didn't notice that. Oh, sick.
Yeah, in this scene, he's like drinking some bullshit, and like his little mug has a Welsh flag on, the Welsh little dragon thing.
Yeah. I feel like Stacey probably left that there. Like she left it at Pam and Mix from when she was living there, probably.
I feel like my headcanon would be that like maybe that would be like kind of like one of those like random gifts you get someone. They'll be like, oh hey, like you're dating a Welsh person now. Have a Welsh mug.
Oh yeah, for real. But yeah, Stacey's lying on her bed like she's at a sleepover with her legs up behind her on the phone to Gav. It's great.
I love that. I've done that during recordings of ours. So
You've laid on the bed with your legs up behind you. I don't think you have you?
I have. You mentioned it when it happened. You were like, "Yeah, you were sitting in really weird ways."
What?
It was a recording where I was at my mom's house. And I was eating various snacks at the same time. And at one point, I like realized what was going on, and I was like, I'm sitting weird. And I was sitting like on my belly with my legs up. And then I then later on, you guys were like, yeah, you were sitting weird at various points in the podcast. And I was like, yeah, I apologize. I was getting too comfortable.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, they're having a girly night in with Bryn.
Yeah, I fucking love that line. The girly night in with Bryn, like her, Ness and Bryn.
Yeah.
Bryn's just one of the girls, man.
Yeah.
And Gavin drops the first like throwback line of the show. I mean, Pierce, do you wanna bless us with it?
Oh. No, go on, you do it. Go on, you do it.
He says, maybe not in my accent, but he says less than 24 hours to go now, babe.
Oh, unreal callback. They saved it right for the end. I love it.
I did get very excited when I heard that.
Oh, yeah. Nice. But yeah, then it's titles, and later on everyone's pampering Ness in the living room, in the Gwen's living room. Stacey's on Manny, Bryn's on Peddy. When it cuts to
Bryn's
Bryn,
wearing his little
like,
glasses.
yeah, the way his glasses are like halfway down his nose, so fucking good.
Nessa thinks that she doesn't look bridal. I don't know if this was like an intentional thing, but it reminded me of in season 1 when Stacey is planning her wedding, and Nessa is like, I don't think I should be a bridesmaid. I'm not like somebody who's like really good at being part of the bridal party or whatever. I don't know if it was an intentional throwback, but it made me think of that.
I don't know whether it's an intentional callback, but yeah, it's
callback.
Definitely. It's definitely it definitely reinforces the character that we've come to know. It's definitely consistent with Nessa's character. But then we turn around and we see that Gwen is also in the room with them, and she is the one making Nessa's dress, because of course she is.
This is an insane plot line throughout the episode, by the way. So they're arguing about like how they're gonna paint Nessa's toes or whatever. Yeah. And Bryn is like, how about you paint your toes black, but like they're hidden away so that you have a bit of Nessa, but like we don't have to worry about it. And she's like, fuck you, go fuck yourself. And then she's like, write Nessa on one toe, David on one toe, which is what a great coincidence that both of their names are 5 letters when you write it in a certain way. Stacey is like, you never call him David, which is, by the way, I feel like I wouldn't have asked that, just because like the reason it's David is because I have 5 toes. I don't know why you're like confused about that, but Nessa has a perfect explanation. She says she does call him David when he's sucking on her toes.
I will point out,
what a queen.
Smithy, not 5 letters.
Oh
shit! SMITHY. You're so right.
Fuck that guy.
But yeah, Gwen offers to do a fitting, but Nessa's like, nah, man. But if you fuck this up, then it will be my day ruined, and it will be all your fault. But nah, don't worry about it.
May, how would you react in this situation? I was curious about.
I would figure, because I have the same logic sometimes where I'm like, so for example, when I was mailing your letters. And, like, I was like, Pierce, confirm. I wanted to confirm you guys' address. And I was like, Pierce, confirm this address. And he confirmed it. And then I think Ari was like, you can easily check the chat. Because at some point I mailed something to Pierce and it worked out. So you can check how I wrote it. And I'd be like, no, because then it's back to my fault. Whereas right now it's Pierce's fault that Pierce the one who was supposed to check it. So I get this logic. If someone does that to me, though, I kill them. I don't need that in my life. I understand the strategy. Yeah. I'm not a fan of it when it's done to me.
I understand the strategy.
I will say, Nessa is always does like love a jab at Gwen. She loves to do that. She's like more mean this episode than usual.
Oh, big time, yeah. She's like, she subtly becomes a bridezilla, very subtly. But
I mean, part of it I think is her trying to sabotage the dress because she subconsciously doesn't want this wedding to happen.
Oh, mate, I hadn't considered that, but maybe.
And my proof for this is that later on she tells Dave that like that Gwen is not allowing her to do this dress fitting.
Yeah.
To me, that was her covering her bases so she could be like, it's actually not my fault. Gwen didn't let me in to try on the dress.
Okay, so here, now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of reminds me of like May, you know how like you like to leave things up to the universe sometimes?
Yeah,
so
sometimes.
like I feel like if the dress hadn't fit, Ness would have just been like, well, I guess the universe doesn't want me to get married. Like, you know.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, we could totally be reading too much into this, but this is totally possible. Like,
I mean, it's a fictional show. We can read into it as much as we want. I think
is true.
Nessa doesn't want to marry Dave because she wants to marry Stacey, and she's bitter
She wants to marry Stacey.
Yeah, and she's bitter that Stacey is already taken.
Okay.
Did you think I misspoke, bitch?
I did.
That's homophobic of you.
Shoot, I don't know. I'm a hardcore Nessa Gwen shipper, I would say.
Nessa Gwen. Nessa X Gwen.
But I will say another note I have. Do you think Gwen makes her own aprons?
Nah, she gets them from Morrison's.
I think she gets them at Cute Little Shop.
Yeah. For a cute little shop. The apron shop down in Barry, the famous apron shop.
One of those shops that you could see like frogs and toads and pigs like shopping at, you know?
What?
You know, cute little frogs and you know what they say? Like if a pig in a little cartoon couldn't do your job sucks. If a pig could be found at your little
that from where I'm from.
Say that. Not like as a saying, but like I've seen a tweet.
I've not seen that tweet.
I've seen the internet talk about that.
I can't yes and you. I'm so sorry.
But like the bit is if you know those like cute little frogs and toads and pigs in like books that are just like, oh, I'm going to the market. I got my little stand. I got my little ducks and I'm teaching them how to read.
I don't think that's. I'm pretty sure you've just made this up on the spot. This is something that you've come up with to try and trick me.
No, this is annoying because I know it's a thing. Like little children's books with like, I don't know.
I understand the concept. I just don't think it's a thing that people say.
Okay, great. So if you understand the concept, there's a tweet online that was like, if you couldn't imagine a little frog or a little toad from those books doing your job sucks. And people were like, oh, I'm good. I work at a grocery store. You know, that makes sense. Oh, I'm good. And then somebody was like, oh, it doesn't work for me. I work in IT or some shit.
Right. So does that mean my job sucks because I do like...
Yeah.
It does. Mine too. Mine too. If it helps.
Mine as well. Yeah.
I
feel like yours is the best one out of the three.
I feel like you don't see what happens in my job.
Okay, that's true. Yeah. But then it's dinner at the Shipmans, and Smithy's working on the extension. He has been working on the extension, but now he's Romeo Dunn. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So Pam is happy because not because she hates Stacey, but Stacey's not here, so she gets her little prince and her little king all to herself, and I think she makes another.
Princess Diana.
Princess Diana dig, which is another callback. Hilarious.
But have you guys ever played Rock Band?
Yes, I did. That's the one where everybody has an instrument, right?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
I like that. As a kid, I'd only do the singing one because the other ones were too complicated, and I was like, I just like singing. I can nail the singing. I'm really good at it. The guitar, too many buttons. The drums, you're always not hitting hard enough.
Yeah,
or not in
I
the
didn't like the
center
drums.
enough.
Yeah.
So I just stick to singing. And then they'd be like, okay, we all switch roles. Melina, do you want to do the guitar? And I'd be like, I'll just wait for the next one.
I'll tell you what. I had Guitar Hero 3 on the Wii, which is like Rock Band, except it's just the guitar. And I fucking loved that game. I was obsessed with it, man.
Hell yeah.
I was so good at the guitar. Well, I say I was so good. I was so good for a 10-year-old or whatever. I was pretty shit. I felt really good at it.
I had a karaoke game as a kid. I don't remember which one.
Oh yeah.
But there was a song on it, Copacabana. I don't know if you guys know this song. Okay, well, it's pretty good. It's like an old song, like compared to like when I was a kid. It's like an old song. I think it's like from the 80s. And I would brag about the fact that I could sing this song not looking at the screen and get a perfect score every time.
Oh yeah.
It was like
nice.
it was like one of the first adult songs that I ended up knowing by heart, and I milked the attention I got from that so fucking bad. My mom would bring friends over, and I'd be like, you won't believe what I can do if you let me play this karaoke
game. Check this shit out. But yeah, like Smithy gets his food and he sits down and they start talking about what Smithy's plans are with Neil the baby while the wedding is happening.
Well, hold on. Before that, he starts getting his food, and Pam is like, "Do you want any veg?" He's like, "No, I had a banana earlier. I'm fine."
Yeah, he's got his fruit or veg of the day.
Yeah,
his one fruit.
Allotted fruit.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Smithy, he just seems so grown up here, and I think everyone notices, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone around the table is like sort of looking at him. Their expressions are pretty hard to decipher, but I'm assuming they're like, "Oh my god, he's changed so much," which is true.
Yeah, and then you get that juxtaposed with the fact that he wants to form a rock band with Rudy.
Yeah, it's really fucking funny.
Classic sibling vibes.
I
just
think
one day being
kill
like,
it.
we're gonna form a rock band when you're constantly at each other's necks.
I mean, it works for Oasis.
Yeah. You're so right. So this is crazy. I have 3 That's Frenches this episode.
Jesus Christ. I don't think I had any. Go on, hit us.
Okay, so my first one is he mentions a train, which is French apparently. And the second
train
one
is
also,
not French.
It is apparently. I checked the etymology, bitch. You don't think I was ready for this? You don't think I was ready to be called out?
We're not allowing train as a that's French.
I checked the etymology. What's wrong with train? Go. Tell me what's wrong with train. Do they not have trains in France? The French word for train is train, which is spelled the exact same fucking way, bitch. So what's wrong with train? I would love to hear this shit. Go ahead. You're gonna hate this next one too. It's even worse.
What's the next one? Go on, hit me with the next one.
No. Are you emotionally okay with train? Because you're not gonna be able to handle the next one if you're not emotionally okay with train.
I'm not emotionally okay with it.
Okay, so then I'm not gonna break your brain, right? So pussies can't handle train.
Fine, keep your mouth shut. Fuck you.
For the listeners at home, the other one was banned.
Banned? You hit me with banned?
What did I fucking say? You wouldn't be able to fucking handle it. If you can't handle train, you can't handle band.
Banned. Oh, get out of here, man.
Quentin came up with that
This
one.
is some bullshit.
Shout out.
This is some bullshit. We're
Look
not
up the etymology, bitch.
Of those. No,
we have to look up the etymology. What it makes this different from croissant?
No, because croissant is an actual French. It sounds French. It sounds.
Pierce,
that's
what's
it.
train
It sounds
in French? What's train in French?
I don't know.
Croissant doesn't sound French when you pronounce it like that. And same thing for train. No, it's train. And train doesn't sound French when you pronounce it like that. Croissant doesn't sound French when you pronounce it like that. You got to pronounce it croissant. So what's the difference? Go. You don't have a difference.
You keep saying we're not going to allow this, but who's we? I'm fine with it.
Yeah. 2 against 1, bitch. Let's put it to a vote. Let's have our own episode 1 reference and put it to a fucking vote.
That was episode 2.
Facts over feelings, cunt.
Liberal gets owned by facts and logic. All right, but I'll allow train, but we're not having band.
No, we're having
train.
band as well. Don't listen to him. He didn't make a good point for either one, listeners at home.
May say the thing.
C'est français. Here we fucking go, bitch.
But it's not really, is it? It's train.
Okay, Pierce lost the argument and now he's feeling salty about it. Listeners at home.
Back at Gwen's, they're doing the right together, left together thing.
Nessa's not into it. Nessa just wants to walk. Nessa just wants to walk.
Respect, to be honest.
She doesn't see the point of walking like that.
And at one point, I like the bit where she goes, "Why have I got to look like a dick?" And then Bryn goes, "I don't think you do look like a dick, Ness."
Bryn and Nessa have different ideas about what this wedding should be like.
Yeah. I love it. But Jason's here.
Yeah, Jason.
He's been to Morrison's where Roy killed himself.
Yeah, and guess what, guys? Spain does have supermarkets. It's not third world country.
I have a question for Pierce.
Go
Pierce, have you ever been to Morrison's on a Friday?
I probably haven't, I probably haven't because I don't really go to Morrison's ever.
You suck as a UK correspondent.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Let's put a 10-second silence in there so it looks like we're really pondering how sad it is that our UK correspondent doesn't go to Morrison's.
But for Nessa's big hen night, Gwen is doing pizzas and garlic bread. Unreal.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I had some garlic bread last night.
Oh hell yeah! What was it like? Just frozen garlic bread, or what was the deal?
It was from the HEB bakery, which is a grocery store in
fresh
Texas.
Garlic bread,
Yeah, kind of. They sell it. It's like a bakery loaf, and they cut it in half, and they stick some butter and garlic in there, and then it's like wrapped. The whole thing is wrapped in tinfoil. And you just take it home and like chuck it in your oven for 10 minutes, and then
that sounds unreal.
Was it good?
Oh,
it was pretty good. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh fuck yes, love that.
Mentioned in the scene is Academy Award winner Mr. Kevin Spacey.
Yes.
I love the way Bryn announces it. And I've got an all new thriller with 2-time Academy Award winner.
Yeah, this show came out in 2010, guys.
It keeps coming back to. It's very unfortunate.
I will note that Bryn calls the film new. He says like it's a new thriller or something. He calls the film new. The film they're watching is from 1995.
Yeah, it turns out they're watching the Unusual Suspects.
Okay, we can talk about. I want to, since we're bringing it up now, I want to talk about a bit later in the episode. Because when I first watched this movie, I didn't know what they were watching. Well, sorry, when I first watched Gavin and Stacey, I didn't know what movie they were watching, and then a couple of years later, after I'd rewatched this episode dozens of times, I was watching The Usual Suspects, and I knew exactly what happens. Because they say stuff in Gavin and Stacey that completely spoils the end of the movie.
Yeah, May, they fully spoil Unusual Suspects. Just FYI.
All I know about The Usual Suspects is that their equivalent of the toe breaking scene in Lord of the Rings, where like people are always like, "Did you know in the lineup scene that was improv?"
Oh really?
Okay.
I haven't seen that.
You didn't know this? Apparently, like them laughing and shit. That was just like the characters breaking, but they were like, "Let's keep it in."
I'll be so for real. When I saw The Usual Suspects, it was about 15 years ago, and
it's just I haven't seen it at all. I just I've seen this online so many times that I just know that.
Oh, interesting.
Well, now we're in London.
The bell goes at Pam and Mix, and well, I mean, does anything happen before the bell goes, or should we skip to the bell ringing? I don't think anything does happen. Yeah.
Not really.
Okay, sorry. Let me consult my notes. Oh no, Kevin Spacey. Or Kevin Spacey. Kevin Stacey.
Kevin Spacey. Oh yeah, Stacey Spacey. Stacey Spacey was a funny thing.
That's later though, isn't it?
Oh no, that is later. Yeah. So the door goes and Rudy's at the door, and she's come to get like a keys off Smithy or something, and he offers her a lift, but she's just like, "Chill out, brother. I'm wearing Heelys." Like she's set up.
She is who I imagined I would be as an adult.
And did you become that?
No, I don't have Heelys.
Now that you mention it, both her and Smithy feel like what someone around that age would imagine an adult to be like. But
Heelys.
there's a running bit in this scene, and I don't know if it's like a bit or if I'm just like deaf. But where, like, Pam says some shit, but because she has, like, shit on her face, like, you can't really hear what the fuck she's saying. Yeah. And everybody seems to understand her, like, no problem. They're just responding to her as if, like, she's... But then, like, the funniest part of that bit is when she says something, and Smithy's just like, what the fuck did you just say? Everybody... And then Mick just, like, responds to it like normal. I don't know why. That's what got me the most in the entire episode.
It's a really funny bit because she's got like some face mask on, so she can't move her lips to talk. So she's talking like this throughout the whole episode, and everyone's just understanding it perfectly. But yeah, before Rudy leaves, they start like teasing Gav, pretending he's Welsh, like her and Smithy.
They're saying he's speaking Welsh.
Yeah, you're speaking Welsh.
He's talking in the most British accent I've ever heard in my fucking life as well.
Shut up. But then Smithy tries to like try and convince Gav to come out by doing like a little come on out dance. And this reminds me so much of like when one of us isn't into the idea of like doing some activity. Like if I'm like, nah, I don't want a phone call tonight, I've got a lot on. You two will start doing shit like this, like trying to come on, come join us.
I don't know what you're imagining in your head, but I don't actually start dancing when I convince you to join a phone call.
I'm always doing a little jig personally.
Yeah, I thought you would.
It's really funny that Pierce brings this up. Pierce, like, if you want Pierce to join a phone call, you have to go through like 50 stages of like emotional manipulation, and it can be a phone call. It can be a phone call he wants to join, and you still have to be like it's supposed to be like a
but then,
psyop.
like, if you don't join a phone call, he will call you a cunt. Like, he will act as though you have personally stabbed him. He will be like, how dare you ruin this? How dare you ruin the friendship? But then, like, you're like, Pierce, you want to join this voice call? And he's like, fuck everybody, and then we'll just leave the chat and ignore us.
We're gonna be like talking about your favorite subjects, and it's like a time that you said you were gonna be available, and like you wanted to hang out, and
we're gonna be talking about your favorite subjects. Oh fuck! I hate being called out like this. But all right, but back at Gwen's, they're finishing the movie. And we get some more Kevin Spacey references.
Yeah.
Nessa's got a lot of time for Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
I like that Stacey says that she's seen this movie 3 times and she still didn't think it was going to be him.
Yeah, she still couldn't guess the twist. I love it.
I do relate to this. Sometimes I watch a movie and I know how it's gonna end, but I'm still like, what if this time it's different? But like, this is just a really funny version of that, I guess.
Yeah, it does happen with a few movies. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but the same thing happens to me where I'm like, oh, don't do that, or like whatever, you know. But then Dave calls the house phone looking for Ness.
Well, it's funny. Gwen saying sugar tits is pretty funny. Because Nessa's like, what does he want? And she's like, he says he misses you, sugar tits.
Yeah. But the way Ness answers the phone, she goes, "All right, Dave, how's it going? All right." And Dave just goes, "All right, Ness, how's it going? All right." It's so fucking good. I love it when they say that to each other.
Very cute. Oh, I mean, not cute because this relationship doesn't end well, but like,
it's cute for now, I think.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. In this scene, it's sort of, well, no, because she doesn't love him.
Okay.
In this scene as well, she doesn't love him.
But she doesn't realize she doesn't love him, I think.
That's true.
And by the way, like, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be the last time I ride or die for Dave from Dave's Coaches. But I would like to say that had sitcom rules dictated that because the show wants us to want Smithy and Nessa to get together, they must make Dave from Dave's Coaches into a villain. That's sitcom rules, and I respect that. I respect the law. I've never broken the law in my life.
Okay.
Had sitcom rules been different, had they not been in a sitcom, Dave wouldn't have pulled Dave from Dave's Coaches wouldn't have pulled all of those season 3 crimes, and they would have been a good couple. So to me, he's a bad guy because he had to, because of the genre he was in. And I respect that, and I forgive him for that, and I know that wasn't his fault, and I'm sorry that he had to be mind controlled like that for the plot.
For sure. I mean, we'll talk about this later, but I don't think Dave is a bad guy in this episode at all.
No, not at all.
I think.
The season 3 events where like he was a bad guy to me were like necessary for the plot, but he is not responsible for them.
Yeah, for sure.
From a meta perspective,
I don't know if I agree. I agree with you. With everything. Mm-hmm. I agree with everything except I don't know if Nessa and Dave would be a good couple. Like if Smithy wasn't there.
Well, we'll get to it.
Okay.
But Dave is at his caravan with Neil Jenkins and Noel from Hearsay. Noel is the guy, he's the member of the band that Nessa was living with Yeah, that he's the one real person. He's just got a cameo in the movie. I think it's hilarious.
That's fun.
Yeah, but then Neil Jenkins, he takes the phone and starts talking to Ness for a bit, and he mentions that Dave has got blood on his hands. This is clearly like deep lore, because he passes the phone back to Dave and he's like, nah, don't worry about it, Dave. I know they never proved anything. They got nothing on you, mate.
Yeah.
Nessa starts talking to Dave from Dave's Coaches. And I like that she is like, it's Gwen or whatever. And Dave from Dave's Coaches goes, what's Gwen done now? Which is hilarious because it's implying that like Nessa's always bitching about Gwen to Dave from Dave's Coaches.
So good, isn't it? And even now she's like, Gwen, the bitch, she won't do a fucking fit-in. She's an absolute nightmare. But then she calls him Mr. Coach, which I think is funny. We still don't know his last name.
That's cute, yeah. I honestly, can I admit something?
Please.
I honestly kind of assumed that his last name was Coaches, and it was one of those situations where, like, you have a certain last name, so you go into a certain profession.
Oh, really?
Because Coaches does sound, like, believable as a last name.
Yeah, it does. Especially when you've been hearing it as Dave Coaches for the last, like, 3 seasons.
Yeah.
But I will say there was a moment in the Christmas special just after Dave proposes to Nessa, where Stacey asks Nessa, like, she's like, "Oh my god, you're getting married to Dave Coaches. Is Coaches his last name? Are you going to be Nessa Coaches?" And she just flat goes, "No."
She could have been saying no just to the second part, so she's not going to be Nessa Coaches.
I guess so.
It's like a lot of people get married and don't change last names.
Yeah. But it's the next morning, and we see Stacey is in the bathroom, looking a little bit sort of
doing bathroom activities.
She's she's just sort of sat on the bath, looking a bit apprehensive, nervous, interesting.
Yes.
I wonder what that means.
Bathroom activities.
Just sitting on the bath, looking nervous.
Yeah.
I wonder what it means.
So Gavin and Stacey are
no, omelet.
Oh shit! Yeah, omelette. I didn't update the omelette counter for this. Fuck. Hang on. Give me a second. Let me find when the most recent omelette was.
I mean, we have to go back to our rules because we don't see the omelette. But
yeah, we do. We see it past to Nessa before she leaves.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta update our counter.
So the last omelettes were in season 3, episode 3, which was Cardiff. They were made for Smithy, but then Nessa ate them because he went across the road to see the boys. That brought us to 14, and this brings us to 15.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Bryn and Ness, they leave. They go to take Neil the baby to see Smithy. They're going to meet at Lee Delamere motorway services.
I wrote that's French, but I don't think it actually is. I think that's just the name.
I put, is that French? Because I wasn't sure if that's French, but because it sounds French.
It's just a French name, May.
What was it called?
The name Lee Delamere.
Delamere sounds French, yeah. The sea. It means of the sea in French, if I'm hearing you correctly.
Yes. That's French.
But yeah, on his way to Lee Delamere, Smithy passes Gav on the motorway.
Yeah.
And they have a really funny bit where they like try and shout at each other through the open windows, and they're like, "Alright, fuck this, I'll call you." It's really good.
Pierce, have you been to Cheveley's? What is a Cheveley? What's happening here?
Cheveley. So this is I don't know whether you remember when we were talking to Robert Wilford, he mentioned there was a conversation where people talk about their favourite motorway services.
Uh-huh. No, I don't remember.
Okay. All right.
This is when he was like, there's like a few references in the show that are like quintessentially British, like when people are talking about their favorite motorway services.
Yeah, he mentioned the oven glove scene in the same conversation.
Yeah,
he was talking about how like small moments, but yeah, this is so. He's talking about the different motorway services that he likes, and like Lee Delamere and Cheveley. They're basically like truck stops. But like they're a bit nicer. They usually have like a very small collection of different shops, takeaway restaurants. There'll be like a McDonald's or a Burger King or something, a small supermarket, a Starbucks. You get the picture. And I think we even see it later in the episode. Like they're in a car park and there's like a shopping center in the background thing. Yeah, that's what it is. And they're talking about how amazing they are. He gets so excited to go to these motorway services.
Which one is your favorite?
I don't drive, so I don't have a favourite, unfortunately.
Okay.
But based off of vibes and based off of what I know about motorway services from Gavin and Stacey, Probably Lee Delamere. It's got to be Lee Delamere, isn't it?
It does have a better name.
Of course.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I wonder, Lee
Delamere.
Delamere sounds more expensive, though.
No, that's true. She usually sounds a bit more reasonably priced, doesn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, Gavin is coming along to Lee Delamere. Say hello to Neil, which is nice, I think.
Oh, yeah. He got dumped by Lucy, which is nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is the official end of the Lucy saga.
Remember when you were like, it doesn't last too long?
Yeah.
I said it ends at some point. This is some point.
No, I think you specifically said that, like, it ended, it wasn't the whole show, and it was fine. And then we were almost out of the fucking trenches as well.
I also don't trust this, because their relationship has ended before, and then I came back.
Okay, alright, well, we'll see. But they're at Lee Delamere. Gavin's on the phone to Stacey again. She's rushing him hard, man. She wants to get him there quick for some reason.
Yeah.
No idea why.
Yeah.
But,
have you not seen the episode?
No, I haven't. This is
okay, well, you're gonna like this.
That explains a lot. I like Nessa and Bryn pull up, and Smithy calls Bryn Burger.
Yeah, and Bryn calls Smithy hot dog. I love it.
Very, very cute when, like, you know what? Never mind. That's not his in-laws. I was gonna say very cute when you start developing cute little relationships with the in-laws, but that's not even his in-laws.
It's not even close. It's his mate's wife. It's his mate's uncle-in-law. Oh, fucking hell. But yeah, this is just a lovely scene, I think. Smithy seems so, like, genuinely excited to spend time with his son. It's great. And Smithy gives his gift to Nessa. It's a framed photo of Nessa and Neil the baby, which I think is very sweet. She seems quite touched as well.
Well, yeah, she says she doesn't have any pictures of just her and the baby.
Yeah, it's
which is an L on everyone who is around her.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, how old is Neil the baby in this? Probably nearly a year old. Yeah, okay, that's an L. Yeah, you're right.
Like, you didn't take a picture of them, like, when, like, he was a newborn? Like, come on now.
Oh, guys, we need to pause. This must be the job. 1 second.
Oh, go for it.
I got the job, bitch.
You got the job.
Okay, so I don't know how much it's gonna pay or anything. I forgot to ask. Well, I didn't forget to ask. So he was like, "You have the job. When can you start?" I was like, brother, I'm unemployed. When do you need me? And he was like, tomorrow. And I was like, yes. And then I was like, wait a second.
Oh my god, tomorrow?
Yeah, and then I said, can you please send me, like, an official offer by email so I can, like, get the details of it? Because I don't know, like, what they're going to pay her. And then they're like, and then they were surprised about that. They're like, yeah, I'll ask the lawyer, I guess. And I was like, okay, well, send me the offer, and then I'll send you my answer. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, I assume it's going to be more than $0.
Dude. Oh, unreal.
Sorry?
Oh, congrats.
I assume it'll be more than $0.
Yeah, I hope so. And, like, to be honest, I can't wait to be employed. So my standards, I'm not, like, asking for, like,
that's an insane
amount.
Man.
But,
that's
like,
salary
had never been discussed throughout the interview, so I was like, I might as well ask for an offer.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
I got the call, and I was like, this looks like spam. I should decline. And then right before I did that, I was like, oh, wait a second.
Oh, it's the job. Oh,
I'm looking forward. I hope I get that email today, because I'm not showing up to work if I don't know how much I'm going to be paid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't until you've signed a contract. Don't lift a finger.
Exactly.
Yeah. But back to Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah.
So yeah, fucking throughout this scene at Lee Delamere, and I mean, to be honest, throughout the whole series, like all of series 3, we've seen, like, the Smithy facade in quotes. He's like this facade that he has is starting to, like, fracture, and I feel like after this scene, when everyone drives off and he's left alone with Neil the baby, the Smithy facade is, like, then completely gone. And we're left with just the guy underneath, and it's all very cathartic. I think very cathartic.
Yeah, I thought the sound design for this scene was actually really good. Where so, like, the scene before with the driving, they're playing some music. It's, like, very heavily soundtracked. A lot of this episode is very heavily soundtracked. But then for this scene in the parking lot, the music cuts off, and you just can hear like the sounds of the highway going past over the scene, and it's kind of just like you know, they're having this emotional moment that's just like in the middle of a parking lot, and then everyone else drives away, and Smithy's just there next to the highway with like the cars going past. And it's done really well.
I'd never noticed that, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, that's one of those things that unless your attention is brought to it, you don't notice, but it does improve the episode. That's really cool. But yeah, then as you say, he's left alone, and we get some Florence and the Machine. Let's fucking go! Fucking love this song, man. It's a montage of everyone getting ready for the wedding
with those really nice hats that British people wear at weddings.
Corsage on the bus, little cake toppers.
Yeah, and of course they got Gwen to make the cake. Do you remember earlier in series 3 they were talking about how expensive a cake is? They just got Gwen to make one.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Oh, I have a question. Okay, I have another note about this montage. At one point, so they're all getting ready for the wedding, and then like interspersed, we see like Smithy on his own with a baby. What is he feeding this baby? I
don't know. What is he feeding the baby?
It looks like a strange cupcake, but not.
Let me have a look. Let me see if this is a British thing.
I noticed it because he's not cut it into little bites for the baby. He's just kind of given him this giant meatball thing. It's like, have at it.
Giant meatball thing.
Which is like, the baby looks pretty big, so it can probably handle taking bites of things as long as it's not like one of the like main choking hazard foods. But
what are the main choking hazard foods?
Well, okay, you don't give your kids whole grapes. You don't give them like uncut meat or like cheese or things. You really should cut most things into bites for babies until they're like 2. But you know. Hang
on. All right, I'm at the scene where Smithy is feeding. Oh god, yeah. What is he feeding him in the montage? It looks like he's feeding him like a whole chicken drumstick. What the fuck is that?
Really?
Thing?
I hadn't even noticed this.
Hang on, let me share my screen with you guys.
Yeah. You shouldn't give your baby a whole chicken drumstick.
it's like a full-size chicken drumstick that he's trying to feed the kid.
I guess to be fair, Smithy is like controlling the drumstick, like he's putting the drumstick in the baby's mouth, so at least he's controlling it. But
look at this. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that thing?
It looks like a drumstick with like avocado under it.
Okay, I mean, yeah, what the fuck is Smithy feeding his baby? But, you know, ours is not to question while.
Everyone survives, and that's what's important.
Yeah.
So after the montage, we're back in Barry. Stacey is dragging Kevin
Kevin and Tracy.
Stacey is dragging Gavin.
For the listeners. So I share the episodes with Ari and May via Dropbox. I've got a Dropbox folder where I put all the episodes, and the folder is called Kevin and Tracy, just because I think it's funny, and that's obviously leached into the vocabulary there.
Clearly. Go on. Anyways, she drags Gavin upstairs.
There we go, nailed it. First try.
To eventually tell her that tell him that she's pregnant. Now this is my main issue with how the finale was handled.
Okay, go on.
Here's what annoys me. Other infidelity plot lines will. I think you mentioned that you dislike infidelity. God damn, what the fuck is other? It's so early. Other what's the word I'm looking for here? Infertility plot lines.
Do you want to just do it from the start?
Okay. Other infidelity plot lines.
Oh my god, she did it again.
Oh my god. I swear to God, it's not on purpose.
So now you know I have to keep this in. I can't cut this now.
Other infertility plot lines.
Yeah, go on.
Well, sorry. Other infertility plot lines will like they'll have a couple go through infertility to sort of drum up like conflict or whatever. Like you said, it's why you don't like infertility. But like, I feel like this is particularly egregious in that I feel like when you look back at this season, it seems like without the infertility plotline, Gavin and Stacey had nothing else going on.
Exactly.
So to me, it's like they didn't know what to do with these characters, so they're gonna do an infertility plotline. And I understand that sometimes that's like and I wouldn't have upset me as much if they didn't then have it just be like, oh, actually, it's fine. Oh, actually, they stopped stressing out about it, and now it's fine. I will say it gives me like guessing points because I did say like some couples like once they like chill out about something, they get pregnant. But like there was nothing else going on, and this is why I mean what I mean when I say that certain like there is a part of the finale that I think was rushed because they were just like, actually, you know what? This is the last episode. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Turns out she is pregnant. It didn't. Where did that end up going? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It to me, it was just kind of like we have to like figure out what we're gonna do because they're the main characters. We have to figure out what to do with them for this whole season. Let's do this plot line and then be like, actually, we're gonna have that lead to nothing. So like, what the fuck were they doing for that whole season?
I'll tell you what. I feel like Stacey ending up pregnant at the end of the show was probably more important to them than like. I feel like they wrote backwards from Stacey being pregnant at the end, right? So they're like, we need Stacey to be pregnant at the end. Yeah. What are we gonna do with these characters? Well, let's make the like central conflict just them getting pregnant. How do we stretch that out over 6 episodes?
Yeah.
Maybe they're having trouble getting pregnant.
Yeah.
I 100% agree that with the sentiment of what like Gavin and Stacey had nothing else other than this infertility plot. This infertility plot. You've done it to me now. I can't say it. This infertility plot line. And so when it's just resolved out of nowhere, it sort of undermines the entire series.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say rushed though. I don't think that makes the episode rushed because you could have they could have easily just resolved it in the same amount of time just by them going to an adoption agency and starting the adoption process. And then in 6 months' time, in the 6 months later, flash forward, you see them with a child or something. So I don't agree with the sentiment that it's rushed. But it's the key reason that I don't like the infertility plotline that I couldn't tell you guys earlier. But the reason I don't like it is because it just amounts to nothing. Because turns out they have a kid anyway.
Yeah. I feel like it would have amounted to more if they did go the adoption route, personally.
Yes, absolutely.
Because at least it would have been like it would have been like Stacey getting over the fact that like maybe she was anti-adoption at the beginning when she found out that they were infertile for the first time. So I don't know. When it happened, I wasn't as excited as the characters when Gavin was yelling my balls work. I was like, I don't know if the show's balls work, to be honest.
Nice. So the way it happens in the show, just to like go through it beat by beat, is like Stacey drags him upstairs, and I do like the way that Stacey goes. She first says something's happened. Like, she's trying to get her words out, and the first thing she actually says is something's happened. And Gavin's face sort of drops, like he assumes it's something bad, which feels very real. Like, it feels like that's what Gavin would assume in this situation. And then she just tips out the shoebox, which is full of 34 pregnancy tests. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ, Stacey. We mentioned earlier how, like, Stacey just wants to buy every pregnancy test when she was at the shop. She was like, let's just get a lot of them. Like, she wants to give all of her money to Big Pregnant.
She's obsessed with buying pregnancy tests.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, the two of them are celebrating. They're celebrating the fact that she's pregnant, and they say that they love each other, and Stacey says I love you, and Gavin says I love you too, and then he says, and that's just the way it is, which is, again, I don't know whether you guys remember, but this was a callback to the wedding speech again.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know whether I remember in the barn dance episode that it's just the way it is quote was used in a very different way at that point. Do you remember that? Where,
yes.
Yeah. But yeah, then Smithy does try to call Gav at this point while he's sort of with Stacey in bed, and he doesn't answer. And at that point, Smithy picks up Neil the baby, and he gets ready to leave Lee Delamere. And this is when we go downstairs, and Ness walks in the room in her dress.
Yeah, and somebody says that she's hot, and she says, "I know, I feels it." It's another callback.
Yes, love that. I know, I feels it. And I think the thing is here, I think, is that all the characters think the dress looks bad, but I disagree. I think it looks great.
I didn't pick up on that at all.
Well, Jason says, I've never seen anything quite like it, which is like, not an insult, but it's also not a compliment. And Gavin says that he's absolutely speechless, which is the same, not an insult and not a compliment.
See, I picked up on Jason not liking it, but I thought that was just him, and then the rest of it I didn't pick up on. Oh, crazy, I'll have to watch that scene.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but I think that's what.
Well, she's not wearing a wedding. She's not wearing a wedding dress.
No, it's not a traditional wedding dress. It's like a...
Yeah, so I feel like that's more what I read, is everyone was like, well, this is not what we were expecting.
Oh, yeah, maybe. What colour would you say her dress was? Because I can't...
It's like silver. It's like bronze.
Bronze, that's the word.
Yes.
Yeah. But then, after that, after we see Nessa's dress, we cut back to the big moment where Smithy is faced at the junction, London on the left, Cardiff on the right. Great shot. I love this shot when Smithy turns right and heads towards Cardiff.
Okay,
I think it's amazing.
Listen, why are these people... Why do they insist on driving with this baby in the front seat of their cars? What is this?
It's gotta be for television, right?
It's gotta be for television
reasons.
That's not how you drive with a baby. And this whole episode they're making such a big deal of like how Smithy is like a grown up, responsible dad now, driving with a loose baby in his car.
Loose? He's not loose. He's in a baby.
Okay, so
baby seat.
The baby's not loose. Like the baby's in the car seat, but the car seat is not like baby car seats work. Like they're fastened. There's like an attachment in the car, and they're fastened into it.
Oh,
that's the entire thing that protects the baby. That's not happening here.
I'll tell you what. The thing is, right? That car is actually. I mean, it's not driving, but it's on the back of a trailer. Like when they're filming it, they're that baby had to actually be there, right? Unless they shot.
I was thinking about this. Yeah, no, that's why. That's part of the reason I thought it was so insane. Is it? I mean, I guess it's probably safer in that the truck driver has a bunch of licenses, and maybe they shut down the road or something.
Maybe I'll tell you what it is. I think you only see the baby. Like I think we only see the baby when we're like looking down on it and we can't see out of the car. I think. So maybe they only shot Neil the baby. Maybe Neil the baby
well the car was
only
stationary.
in the car when the car was stationary. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if that's the case though.
Maybe not. I could be wrong, but I have to rewatch and find out. It gives me another excuse to rewatch the episode.
Like you weren't going to.
Yeah, exactly. Shut up. In bad news though, I couldn't find a credit for the "Oi, great place to stop, mate" guy. I couldn't find a credit for him, so I don't know whether he was in Doctor Who.
It reminds me of that video where there's like somebody who's like absolutely crashed his car and somebody just drives by and can't park there, mate.
Come on, come on, Nessa. I know I can't park. What's the name of this? Right, I fucking love that video. Come on, Nessa. You can't park there. That's become like a cultural thing. Like whenever anyone sees a crash, you can't park there, mate. It's so good. But then we're outside Gwen's. Nessa and Stacey are getting in the trailer. She's getting married in style.
We get some unexpected gratefulness from Nessa, which is really funny because again, this is the harshest she's been. But she's like, I see you as a mom, and then she like gives her a really long kiss.
I love this.
And Gwen is like caught off guard by it as well.
Well, yeah, you would be.
You would be, wouldn't you? This is one of my favorite scenes of the episode. To be honest, it's so beautiful, man. Like Nessa just genuinely thanking Gwen for everything she's done for her. Like, obviously it's not enough, right? Like, Gwen has been an absolute godsend for Ness, and especially since Neil the baby was born.
Yeah.
But this whole time, all of Gwen's like kindnesses have gone basically unacknowledged. Like, so it's really heartwarming to see Gwen actually like getting this moment, and Ness even admits like she would have been lost without her. And like, she sees Gwen as a mother, as you say. It's
very
lovely.
cute.
Yeah,
love it.
And she gets a little smooch.
She gets a little smooch, a lovely little smooch, and she's like tearing. You can see how much it's affecting her as well. She's like tearing up about it. I love it. But then we're at the church, and Dave is greeting everyone at the entrance. Doris comes in first of all. She's got a 20-something guy on her arm. Go Doris, fucking love her.
Lady can pull.
Oh, she can, man. She could pull me.
Pam says, where's your best man? And Dave says her name is Vanessa and she's on her way.
Yeah, Ness is Dave's best man.
I know.
It's so funny.
That is
so
cute
stupid.
a little bit.
Yeah,
I think it's lovely.
That's one of Dave's best lines, I think.
Yeah, it's just such a silly little because it makes sense. Like, who are you gonna have be Dave's best man? We don't know anything about him other than he's dating Nessa.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about his personal life. So
Yeah.
But then after Pam and Mick walk in, Dave greets one last person before we cut away. Did we see this?
No.
Okay. Well, the last person that walks in is John Prescott, the Deputy Prime Minister. Ness has mentioned a few times, like, because she has a history with him. Like, he just has an unreal cameo. It would be like fucking Mike Pence being in a fucking sitcom. Yeah. It's hilarious. Like, they managed to somehow get John Prescott to be in this. So fucking good, man.
I wouldn't have noticed who that was because I don't know what the fuck John Prescott was.
That
would be insane if one of us would recognize that person.
Yeah. Oh my god, John Prescott, my favorite politician.
From 10 years ago.
But then, Ness and Stacey, they arrive at the wedding. They're freezing. They arrive at the church.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nessa has one final smoke as a single
woman.
And I love how the vicar joins in as well.
Yeah,
Are priests allowed to smoke? Is that a thing that they're allowed to do?
I don't know about them not being allowed.
There's they're not supposed to indulge in stuff. So
oh, okay. I feel like that's indulging.
But isn't half of their thing just drinking wine?
No, but not recreationally though. Like, priests can't drink outside of
part of the Eucharist. Look at me knowing theological terms.
Hell yeah.
But my favorite part about the priest smoking is that afterwards you can see him popping a breath mint.
yeah, as he's walking down, he pops a breath mint. It's so good. But yeah, as the sort of the wedding is taking shape, we get a little moment of Smithy talking to Neil the baby as he's driving across the Severn Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And Smithy's like, right, you live in Wales, you're half Welsh, but when it comes to football, you're an English boy. You get it? He's like, you want to play for the England team. You don't want to play for the Welsh team. And he mentions Ryan Giggs at this point. He's like, you don't want to become another Ryan Giggs. You'll kick yourself if you end up like that. So I assume you guys don't know who Ryan Giggs is.
No, but I can guess. Like a Welsh soccer player that became an English soccer player.
You can get what it is from the context cues basically, but he's like half Welsh, half English, but decided to play for the Welsh international team instead of the English team. And obviously the Welsh team aren't as good because there's less Welsh people than there are English people.
Yeah.
And that's basically it. I'm not sure if that's exactly true, but that's basically how I understand it. But then we're in the church.
Yeah. Dave. First of all, Nessa isn't doing the steps when she walks down the aisle.
No, she is not.
And when she gets to the front, Dave from Dave's Coaches says, "You look amazing," and she says, "Cheers."
Fucking love her, man. Yeah, and we've got some good. You were saying earlier that this is a very heavily soundtracked episode, Ari, and we've got some good soundtrack here. I like this song a lot. It works really well. It's Suddenly by Angry Anderson is what it is.
Nice.
We finally get Dave from Dave's Coach's last name, and it's Gooch.
It's Gooch, yeah. David Lloyd Gooch.
My note was that I hope she keeps her own last name, but that's just before I knew the wedding would be cancelled.
Vanessa Gooch sounds like a rich person.
I think it's just because it sounds like Gucci.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's another joke here, which is that his middle name is Lloyd, and David Lloyd is like a gym company, like a gym franchise. Like there are gyms by David Lloyd everywhere. So that's just another thing.
Okay.
But yeah, we watched the wedding sort of unfold in a montage thing. Mick reads Dave's favourite poem, which is like the funeral poem, which I think is hilarious because everyone's watching him and you can just see Pam is loving it. She's so horny for him. It's hilarious.
They shoot him him from a really funny angle too, where he's like looking, the camera's looking up at him, and he looks very imposing.
Yeah. I love it. I think it's great. It's hilarious. But yeah, we do get the big classic cliche "I object" moment.
Yeah.
Smithy bursts
Bro's
in.
always doing this. Listen, so last season he was like a moment late to like the birth of his son, and like just randomly burst in like 5 minutes late.
True.
And now we're doing this again with this speak now moment.
He's always bursting in places, man.
But he's
Smithy,
always
stop bursting in.
He's always bursting in late is my thing.
Stop bursting in late. Just get there on time. Burst in on time, brother. But yeah, he does burst in. To classic Smithy, he bursts in, and the Smithy facade is like completely gone at this point. There's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He's got nothing up in front of him. And as he's like asking whether he's too late or whatever, I do like how Gavin is like, dude, what are you doing, man? Fucking think about what you're doing.
There's a lot of interesting audience participation in this scene. Everyone's trying to like temper like both characters' reactions here.
Yeah.
So during this scene, I like that because like I've said that like whether or not Smithy and Nessa get together is beyond me. I don't give a fuck.
Sure.
That's not why I'm watching the show. But like so to me, I appreciated that like Smithy made a point to be like, by the way, this isn't me declaring my love. Maybe he was declaring his love, but I like that like he wasn't like, I'm not declaring my love and like asking Nessa to like run away with me or something. I'm looking out for her as someone who cares for her. I thought that was a nice spin on the whole objecting to the wedding trope.
So did I. I really like that. He even says like at one point, this isn't that because a lot of the time you fucking repulse me, and like the whole crowd like gasps, and he has to be like, no, it's fine because she thinks that about me as well.
I like that. So Nessa goes like, I do love Dave from Dave's Coaches, and Stacey goes like, really?
Yeah, you kind of like realize that every character in this show has just been kind of going along with it because they're like, big time, you know, like it's not our place, like it's not our place to to like tell Nessa that she shouldn't marry this guy.
Do you think that was the right call, like just going along with it and not speaking to Nessa?
I don't think she would have listened if they had. I think if any character other than Smithy, I think Smithy had to be the one to say it to her. I think if any other character had brought this up, she would have just gotten defensive.
That's true.
Yeah.
Should Smithy have said something earlier? Yes.
I mean, he did, to be fair. At Christmas, he said, don't marry him in plain English.
Yeah, but like, didn't elaborate, you know? Like
that's true, okay, yeah. He didn't make his...
What was he expecting? Was he be like, don't marry him? And she's like, okay, like, wedding's off. Like, you know?
Okay, yeah, fair enough. But in the church, he says, I've got this written down because I just think it's so beautifully delivered by James Corden. He says, if you're marrying Dave just so you've got a father for your son, someone to help you and support you and be around, I'm saying you've already got that. And I just think the acting here from James Corden is amazing. Do you guys disagree? Like, do you...
No, I think it's really well done.
I don't think James Corden is a bad actor.
I do like that after Nessa sort of affirms her love for Dave, Smithy sort of accepts it and he goes to leave. Like, he's like, okay. And he turns around and starts walking out. And then this is where Dave says no. Like, he admits to himself and everyone that he does think Smithy is right.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring this to the table. I would hate to be in this wedding. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love it. I'm here for it, man.
I knew you were going to say that.
This would be the best shit.
I would be so stressed.
Popcorn out, man.
But the party's canceled now, Pierce. Now it's just we went to church and saw a couple fight.
This is way better. This is amazing.
I want the party, man.
I don't like watching couples argue. It's so awkward.
I don't think they're arguing, really, are they? They're just talking.
Yeah, but I feel like this shouldn't be happening in front of this shouldn't be happening in front of an audience.
I think
That's true.
Dave from Dave's Coaches handles it very well, though. Like,
he takes it like an absolute champ.
After everything that happened, for you to be like, no, you don't love me, and that's fine, and I hope you're well. I hope you're well, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your life. And I'm just gonna go now. Bye. I'd have shit on the floor. I'd have set fire to the fucking church.
He does, man. He takes it so well. He puts Nessa first. Once it's all said and done, he walks down the aisle towards the exit, and he sort of just touches Neil the baby on the cheek to say goodbye, which I think is such a heartbreaking moment. Like, because he's been Neil the baby's been living with Dave for a while now, let's say. And it's over for him, and he nails it. I think good on Dave. Well done, Dave. Yeah. A hero till the end.
Yeah. So I'm interested in you guys' thoughts. So Smithy's whole speech is about how, like, if you're just marrying Dave because he can be a father to your son, you don't have to do that because I can be a father to Neil. I didn't that part. If that's what they were going for throughout the season, that didn't really quite work for me. I didn't get the sense that Nessa felt like she had to stay with Dave for stability. Like, I got the vibe that, like, oh, it's convenient for me to live with Dave. Like, this is a nice, I can hang out. But, like, if Dave wasn't there, I feel like Nessa would have been fine. I didn't really see the, that her character was viewing Dave in that way.
Yeah, no, I do agree. I don't think this is the most well fleshed out plot line in the show at all. Probably one of the worst, in fact. It's, I think it's just done in the name of having a big emotional moment at the end. But I will say that the big emotional moment does make it worth it for me. I think I just think it's really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, then we fade to black and fade back in to 6 months later on the Barry seafront.
So yeah, Stacey says she's gonna get something now in a minute, which Gavin complains about. And I had a note that Gavin is very Mick-coded in this complaint. Now, wait a minute. Like, I could very much picture Mick making the exact same complaint.
Yeah. It's very Pam and Mick, that relation, that interaction, isn't it?
Yeah.
She says something that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. But Stacey is visibly pregnant at this point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then Smithy walks over, right? And a couple of things happen here. First of all, most obviously, he touches Nessa on the back as he walks over. Sort of, I don't know whether you guys caught that. Like he sort of,
That's interesting.
Okay, yeah, he touches her on the back, like to greet her, sort of implying they're maybe a bit close. Maybe something's going on between them. Maybe.
Yeah.
Second of all, nobody is excited to see him. Like they're not displeased, but they're not like, hey, Smithy. So it sort of implies maybe Smithy is now living in Barry. Like maybe he's now living with Ness because like why else would he be there, sort of thing. He's just there on his own, or
I would say you have a lot of notes about like the implications of the scene, and I don't. And I think it added to my enjoyment of the ending how ambiguous it was, because like we don't know for sure any of this stuff, and so like I understand. So one thing I came into the show knowing was that people really in general liked the final episode, not this one, the actual final episode that came out recently, and so I'm gonna trust that it ends up being good. But I think that like having 2 more episodes after the original ending, it worries me, because part of it is that I liked how ambiguous the ending was, I guess, how we didn't have those answers, and I'm scared that like in the next few episodes we're gonna get answers that I preferred not having with this ending, I guess.
What answers would you prefer not to have?
I don't want to know if Smithy and Nessa get together. I don't want to know how that the whole logistics of that, I guess. I like knowing that like they could have gotten together or they could have stayed friends. Maybe Smithy lives in Barry now, or maybe it's just he visited for like a week, and like at this point the novelty of that has worn off. You know what I mean? Like I like that like we don't have any concrete answers on that whole relationship.
I agree.
I had this when it was announced that Gavin and Stacey was coming back in 2019. I had the same thought. I was like, but you ended it so. It's the Toy Story 3 problem, right? They ended Toy Story. Have you guys seen Toy Story 3?
No.
Like they ended Toy Story 3, and it was like the best ending ever. And then they've come back with Toy Story 4, which it was all right, and they ended it pretty well. It was obviously just a cash in, and now they're coming out with Toy Story 5. It's like, you know when to stop, brother.
I have seen Toy Story 3, and I had a major gripe with that, especially since the lesson of Toy Story 3 is that sometimes you need to let things go and move on.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of like sometimes you need to let things go and move on, except for us. We're going to be making 2 more of these movies.
Yeah.
We're never making an original movie ever again.
But yeah, I won't say too much about whether things are revealed or not in the next episode. I'll let you guys watch that for yourselves.
Okay. It'd be crazy if like they went through 2 more episodes not telling us whether or not these 2 people are dating.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
But the episode ends with Smithy saying what's occurring, which is another sort of pointer to maybe Smithy living in Barry now, because he's saying Welsh phrases. But we get the final gorgeous helicopter shot pulling out from the 4 of them on the seafront, getting a wide view of Barry as Stephen Fretwell plays over top. Fucking magnificent. I love this ending so much. What did you guys think?
It's good.
I think it's good. It's a very Gavin and Stacey ending. Like, it's as good as a Gavin and Stacey ending could have been without jumping the shark or doing a big stakes, who gives a shit, the world's about to blow up, Doctor Who ass fucking season finale.
But yeah, that is where the show was left for 10 years. We had no indication that anything would happen until the year of our Lord 2019.
It would have been better if there was a giant CGI dog, is all I'm saying.
But I suppose before you guys watch the 2019 special, I should fill you in on what happened in like the Gavin and Stacey world between the years of 2009 and 2019. Yeah. So there are a few things, like nothing major, but the first thing, which is very sad, is that the actress who played Doris, Margaret John, passed away in 2011, 2nd of February. Rest in peace, an absolute star and a stealer of the show. God love her.
What a queen.
The second thing that happened is Horn and Corden happened. I've mentioned this once or twice in the podcast before, but just to put all this stuff in one place, Horn and Corden was a sketch comedy show that James Corden and Matthew Horn, who plays Gavin, they made a sketch show. It had the same vibes as like the Catherine Tate show, which I know Ari, you've watched a couple of episodes of. Yeah. And Little Britain, where they play different, sometimes recurring characters. It was universally hated. Like it was trash apparently.
And so then he came to the US.
Yeah. I remember watching a few episodes when it was airing, but other than that, like I can't find any way you can watch it now. Like you can find a few clips online in places, but there's nowhere to watch the full episodes unless you buy like physical media. But that was a thing that happened. And then also over the years, Matthew Horn and James Corden sort of, I don't want to say had a falling out because it's not clear whether they did, but they stopped being close friends. And have you guys ever heard of Piers Morgan's life stories?
No,
I know the man, but I don't know.
And I know what a life story is, but I can't put the 2 together.
So Piers Morgan, who is a grade A cunt, he hosted it's like a talk show, but it's a bit more serious and it goes in depth into people's lives. And James Corden was a guest on there one episode, and Piers asked James Corden about his relationship with Matt and why they're no longer like collaborating on stuff. And James, he kind of shrugs it off and is like, well, you know, we just grew apart, blah, blah, blah. We're still friends, though. And then Piers Morgan says to him, we asked him to take part in this interview and, have some pieces to camera for us to show our audience, like, where he talks about his relationship with you. And he said no. And you see James Corden sort of, like, pause, and he's like, I think he just says, I didn't know that. And he looks quite heartbroken by it. It's
what
a very
dick,
interesting
not
clip.
James Corden. The what?
Piers Morgan. Yeah. It's a very gotcha moment.
I hate. It's not like, and it's not just a Piers Morgan problem though. Like I'm sure he's an asshole, but like, I hate when interviewers are like, tell me about like we haven't seen you in a picture with this celebrity in like 6 months. Tell me about that. Like, no, fuck
Such
off.
a dick move, isn't it? Awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
I think like the most egregious example of like sort of like a journal, like a talk show host like going behind a celebrity's back to like expose some fucking tea is like a few years back Mariah Carey was on Ellen, and like Ellen,
Yeah.
there was like a rumor going around that Mariah Carey was pregnant, but Mariah Carey had spoken about this, and Ellen brought out a glass of wine and was like, "Drink this, then. If you're not pregnant, drink this." And what the worst, and this was like, it's sort of funny when you in the moment, but like turns out Mariah Carey had a miscarriage a bit later, and so now because everybody knew she was pregnant because of Ellen, she had to publicly come out with that, and like such a dick move, man.
Ellen, I get so much vindication about the Ellen situation. Is I called that so hard. I called that so hard because I was really in. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I have like kind of an interest in talk shows. So I was following along with all these different talk shows around this time, and Ellen just I couldn't see what other people were seeing with Ellen.
Man.
Just so everything she did was so mean spirited, and I was right. It was right.
She's Dory though. Love Dory. But yeah, I would watch that clip on of James Corden's appearance on Piers Morgan's Life Stories. It does make you wonder like what actually happened behind the scenes. But the last thing is that Rob Brydon, who plays Uncle Bryn, he got a hair transplant, and so he now looks younger than he did in 2007. So be prepared for that. Do we have any predictions for next episode, which is the 2019 special? 10 years later, what do you think is going to be happening?
It's going to be Christmas.
Okay.
Neil the baby will be a small child, or I guess a big child.
It'd be funny if he was still a baby.
I mean, I don't think you guys have had it confirmed to you when it's set, right? The 2019 special, like
if they just said it like 6 months after and everybody looks like significantly older, that would be my favorite episode. I'm calling it right now. If they do that shit, automatically my favorite episode. That is hilarious.
Right. Locking in another prediction. It's going to be set in 2019.
Okay. All right. May, do you have any predictions about the 2019 special?
Okay, so first of all, my prediction is that if it's not set in 2019, that's hilarious and I love that. I will predict that they will be vague with what has happened in the last 10 years because that's very Gavin and Stacey. They'll be like, they won't like go super heavy on the exposition. I'll say, Gavin and Stacey and Nessa and Smithy are all gonna have kids. I'm gonna say Smithy might have moved to Barry. And yeah, that's it.
May, what? Let's lock in a gender for Gavin and Stacey's baby.
Ooh, I'm gonna say girl because the other kid's a guy, so they're gonna want to have.
I was gonna say exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. But on that bombshell, it's time for 3 good things. For those of you who might not know, at the end of each episode, we each like to share a good thing that's happened to us recently and just leave the episode on a high note. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Hell yeah. Go on, Ari.
My good thing is that Spotify Wrapped came out last week. And
hell yeah.
You know this. Spotify Wrapped came out this week and last week. And some of you shared your Spotify Wrapped with us. That's hard to say. Some of us shared your Spotify Wrapped with us. And it was really cool to see like that some of you had like the Fishing Trip Files as one of your top podcasts.
Yeah, really this has been really nice. This has been a good thing for all of us.
Yeah.
It's really nice, isn't it? I love that.
Very cute.
But now neither of you can use that.
Don't worry, I had
it was a
one.
bit of a cop out on your end, but whatever.
Go on, May. What's your good thing?
Well, I mean, there's the obvious one. While we were recording this episode, I don't know if Pierce is going to cut it. I don't know how it's going to be revealed. No,
I'll try and find a way to keep it in.
Yeah. So a few minutes into recording this podcast episode, I got a call from some place I had interviewed on Friday. And I got the job, which is very cool because first of all, it's in family law, which is to me super interesting. Not my favorite type of law, but it's up there. Second of all, throughout the interview, the interviewer kept talking about how like she wanted somebody who would like to just be left alone to do their job and just like not have to talk to too many people and just be in their own bubble and be able to just do shit independently. And I hate talking to people at work. I'm a very antisocial person. It's one of the main critiques that other jobs have brought to me is that I'm too introverted at work and that I look like a bitch.
You're like the exact opposite. You're like the exact opposite of who you are in, I want to say in real life, but like in personal life.
But I will say, like, the way I act around you guys is very different than how I act around like people that I barely know or are not friends and family. Sure. I'm a huge yapper with friends and family. When it comes to like professional life or like if I'm out in public, if I'm like with people I don't know, I'm not going to talk more than I need to. I'm not going to strike up a conversation with someone on a bus stop or some shit. So that's my first good thing, and I'm going to keep my second one because like I thought it was pretty funny. Shout out Quentin. So everybody who plays cribbage will know immediately what this means. Hi Quentin. I skunked Quentin at cribbage. Which, if you guys don't know, I'll explain what that is. So cribbage is a card game, right? And the best thing that can happen to you when you play cribbage, well, the second best, because you can double skunk someone, but like the best thing that can happen to you at cribbage is that you skunk your opponent. That's like publicly humiliating them. That's like, stealing their wallet and like making them indebted for life. What it means is that you win by such an egregious amount of points that it's laughable. And that's what, and so when it happens, it's a big event. When you tell somebody that plays cribbage that you skunked someone, it's like, hell yeah, brother. And I skunked Quentin at cribbage.
Is cribbage like, is it 100% skill based, or is there any luck involved?
No, it's like poker. It's like the same amount of luck as poker, where you can get good cards, but what you do with those good cards will affect. But I got some. I'll say it, and you should cut this so that I can still go nee. But I got some really lucky cards.
I suppose you can't skunk someone unless you get like really lucky cards, right?
Yeah, you can't. I don't think purely skill based. I don't think you can skunk someone unless the other person is just really bad at cribbage. But for people who play cribbage, you'll get this. I didn't get a single hand under 8 points. That's fucking crazy.
I don't play cribbage, but that sounds incredible to me.
That sounds really good.
Okay, Pierce. What's your good thing?
So my good thing is so a few weeks or months ago in a Discord server we're all in, I mentioned that I have a massive crush on Jenny the Vixen Ryan.
Oh my god!
Just to everyone, I mentioned it to her. Like I said it publicly in a group chat, and Jenny the Vixen Ryan is from The Chase. Who, for anyone who doesn't, she's like the host of a TV game show. And I mentioned it in passing, and then our mutual friend Pickle, the other day just replied to that message from all that time ago with a Google Drive link. And in that link was a cameo message from Jenny the Vixen Ryan for me as a Christmas present. And it was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. It was so fucking good. I loved it.
Hi Pierce, it's Jenny Ryan here. You know me, I'm the Vixen from The Chase. I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Your pal, Typical Pickle, thought that they could make you blush by getting me to record a message for you. Actually, I don't think it's embarrassing at all that you like nerdy ladies like me, because nerds are the best people. So, no, Typical Pickle. Keep being a proper dork, enjoying Doctor Who, etc. And yeah, keep watching The Chase as well. Lots of love, Merry Christmas, and I hope you get some great prezzies.
May and I did both know about this.
Oh, he texted you as well? Okay, great.
Yeah. I didn't have as much of a reaction to it as you did, I don't think. I think Pickle just told me, I was like, oh, cool, Pierce will probably like that.
That's very you. You have a lot of very muted reactions.
May had a lot of implications to consider. But
yeah, I think that describes our difference in personality pretty well, that you were just like, all right. And I, on the other hand, was like, what if he doesn't like it? Then I'm partially responsible for ruining his life.
No, it was really good. But that is it. Thank you ever so much for listening. If you'd like to keep up with the show, you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky at Fishing Trip Files. Or if you ever want to get in touch, roast us for our bad takes or give us yours, you can email us at tftf@anotherhappystudios.com. I do have an email I'd like to read to you both. If you give me a second, I'll pull it up.
Oh, thank God I signed out of that fucking email, eh?
Yeah, right. But this email is from Gavin from South Wales. And he's written it in Nessa's voice. So I feel like I have to do it in Nessa's accent the whole way through.
Okay, yes, here we go.
Excited.
All right. Oh, Pierce. Oh, Artie. Oh, Melina. All right, everyone, what's occurring? My name's Gavin. You might have heard me before, you might not. It makes no difference to me, if truth be told. I've been listening to your podcast on the Bluetooth like, and I just have a few things to say, if you don't mind. Now, when I first started listening to you lot, I didn't think it was that much cop, I won't lie to you. But I kept on listening, and I was proven wrong, I was. I think you're all proper cracking, like, genuine. You may have guessed, but I'm from Cardiff, I am. And despite what some people may say, I think it's well lush here. I'm no one to beat around the bush, like. I think some people out there gives Cardiff a bad rap. It ain't all doom and gloom. Yes, it's the biggest city, and what of it? I likes Barry, the island, not... I likes Barry, the island, not Manilow. The island, not Manilow, is so good. Always have, always will. But they ain't got the Five Guys like we do. I do love a Five Guys.
Yeah. Really good milkshakes.
Actually, we have three of them as it goes. I, for one, likes the one on Caroline Street. You can't beat it. Just like you can't beat you lots talking about Gavin and Stacey. I think it's nice to see a different perspective, like, especially on all the Welsh stuff, since I'm so used to it, like. I lives it every day. Anyways, what was I saying? All right, yeah. You talks about the Elvis convention happening on the island, like, in the last episode you did. Well, that's not a lie. It's genuine. Happens every year, like clockwork. Which is amazing.
Crazy.
You can't, you can't beat the Elvis convention. It's a proper laugh. But what you might not know is it doesn't happen in Barry or Cardiff, or even Penarth for that matter.
Whoa.
It's a Port Call thing. But I sees why they changed it. That'd make for good telly, that. Oh my god, right. It's still like, still like quite a lot left. Yeah, I'm only like 3/4 of the way through. Barry and Porthcawl are very similar, like. Both are coastal towns in sunny South Wales, almost in competition with one another. For those in the valleys, when the sun pops up, when the sun pops out, you're either a Porthcawl family or a Barry family. But at the end of the day, you still see Western Supermare off in the distance, so it don't make much difference to me. Give me a Calippo and I'm happy as Larry. Anyways, I'd best be going. I got other things to do than send emails. Keep at it, like, and if you need any Welsh stuff explaining, message me on the emails or the Discord. Just don't bother me on LinkedIn, alright? Keep it professional. Cracking. All the best, Gavin from South Wales. P.S. When are you going to be checking out the American remake? Right. Christ alive, that was a lot more effort than I thought it was going to be.
Good on Pierce, oh my god.
Very good, very good. Yeah. I forgot, I'll tell you what, for a second I forgot you weren't Welsh.
I definitely didn't.
It was hard to focus on I did get everything from the email, but it was hard to focus on it because the whole time I was like, this is great. Pierce should be doing this accent more often. He'd be a lot more bearable.
I can't just read that in an English accent because it just sounds wrong. But you guys have heard of the American remake of Gavin and Stacey, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think one of the first things you said when we agreed we were doing this podcast is like, don't watch the American remake, watch the British one.
Yeah, like I don't think I've watched the episode. Or maybe I have watched the episode actually. I've watched episode 1, I think. I definitely haven't watched the whole series, but it's just not good. I mean, it's as good as. It's very white bread sitcom. It's like it loses all of the magic that makes Gavin and Stacey what it is, and without all of that texture, you're just left with a white bread sitcom that's not that. Like when you talk about the premise of Gavin and Stacey, it's nothing, isn't it? Just a boy meets girl. It's a love story. There's nothing else to it. So I don't know. I don't know whether there'd be much to talk about with the American remake.
My main gripe with reboots, remakes, and sequels is that oftentimes when it's done by different people or like longer, like in the distant future or whatever, it feels like the people making it maybe understand the plot but don't understand what made it great in the first place.
Yeah.
And that sounds like that might have been, I haven't seen the American Gavin and Stacey remake, but like the way you're describing it is making me think that like that might have been the issue with that remake.
Yeah.
Is that you understand the plot of Gavin and Stacey, but you don't understand why people liked it, I guess.
Yeah, this is very good, very good, very, very astute of you.
Well, thank you, Garen. That was really nice.
Thank you so much, Garen, for that email. That was lovely, even though it was a pain in the ass to read out. If you want to help out the show, we'd love it if you could leave us a review or rating on your podcast platform of choice. Those things really do help us out. I mean, they don't help us out that much anymore because we're nearly finished. But do it anyway. We like to see numbers go up. It'll be nice. Yeah. Once again, this podcast is produced by Another Happy Studios. So please do check out all the other wonderful stuff from them. I don't know why I say them. We're a part of it. Like, all the other wonderful stuff from us. But then we're not whatever. But just go to anotherhappystudios.com. Just go there. But for now, we'll see you on the Wednesday after next at 10 a.m. with the next episode. And as we always say, au revoir.
Adios.
Rock and roll.